A new school year means a fresh start. For families that are looking for a new path to help their child succeed, K-12 could be the perfect fit. K-12 powered schools offer tuition-free, accredited, online public education for students in kindergarten through 12th grade. They know learning isn't one size fits all and will meet your child where they are. K-12 has been a leader in online education for over 25 years. They provide everything a student needs to feel safe, motivated, and thrive in their learning environment. With flexible education options tailored to each child's needs, interests, and goals for the future. K-12's dedicated teachers are trained in virtual instruction and provide real-time support. Plus, students will belong to a vibrant online community with opportunities for extracurricular activities to help them connect with peers and explore interests, all in a setting that works for your family. See how K-12-powered schools can help unlock your child's full potential. Enroll online today at k12.com/FWD. That's the letter K, the number 12.com/FWD. K12.com/FWD.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
You're listening to the Chatty Daddies podcast.
Checkity check check to checky check it. Check it at a check a check a check a check it. Checkity check it at a check it. Checkity check check. Checkity checkity check it check.
Chickadee check check the Chinese chicken. You have a drop tick and your clock keeps ticking. It's kind of tennis zone with the lights on. I'm on a dead zone. I said no.
You know they got rid of one of the guys. One of the guy, I think the bigger guy that was in Bare Naked Ladies, he's no longer in the group.
You want to hear some craziness? I'm watching the Stanley Cup Finals. It's like Game 5, and they go, and now to perform the Canadian National Anthem, Grammy Award-winning artist, the Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh, really?
No idea. It was crazy. I didn't know they were Canadian or that they were still together.
Same, bro. I haven't heard him since I was in high school.
Maybe the big guy came back. I don't remember. But they did sing the Big Bang Theory theme song, and the guy wrote it in like 20 minutes. And he's made millions of dollars off of it.
Oh,
I remember, I think I saw him telling the story. He was saying that like his agent had pitched the idea of doing it, and he just kept putting it off. And the deadline was like, hey, we have like a meeting down the street in like half an hour, what you got? And so he just wrote it, and they picked it and made millions. Like, really helped the Bare Naked Ladies' career by getting the Big Bang Theory theme song.
That song's actually really well written too.
Yeah, it's good. It's a fun song.
Yep.
And in a rare time when there's not many shows that have theme songs,
right?
Yeah,
they actually have a catchy theme song that gets stuck in your head.
I know we're a couple minutes in, but I guess let's just start this thing. This is the Chatty Daddies,
a podcast from three guys who think they are experts.
All right, today we're going to discuss the stage in our children's lives we are most afraid of.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because I'm wondering if we all have completely different phases that we're a little nervous about parenting through.
And right now, everybody's kids are in a different phase. JC's got the oldest kids. Mm-hmm. Then Nick has a couple of kids that are in the middle. Mm-hmm. And then my baby is just a month old.
Yeah, you're a brand new baby.
I've got a lot to be afraid of.
Of course.
A lot to be afraid of.
You know, right after we started, we got a little, I got some criticism. They said I wasn't manly enough, right? So I'm
who's
we got some sort of feedback, and we read it saying like, Nick, is that, or you be more manly or something? They said something to the effect of that.
Something along those lines. I remember.
And they also said I always talk super announcer voice guy, which
That's just your voice.
they are right.
Yeah.
But the topic I wanted to bring up next, everybody.
Yes, Nick, tell us, please.
When you get home, you've been holding it in all day.
Which one or two?
2.
All right.
You've been holding it in.
Yep.
It's not like we have great facilities here.
No, I hate the facilities here. I don't like it.
And does it seem like the gap in the stall gets wider and wider every time you use it?
The
It's like
foundation is settling and just kind of opening it up a little more.
At this point, you're getting a peep show. Let's be
Also-
honest.
Also, side note, next time you use the urinal in the very back, very back bathroom way down the hall, next time you use that, use the one closest to like the corner. There's boogers on the wall. They have been there. They have been there.
Yep.
I've been here for 10 years, at least half of my tenure here.
They're older than some of Nick's kids.
Seriously, they really are. So you get home, you've been holding it in.
Uh-huh.
You have 3 options. Do you A, go to the bathroom with your work clothes on?
Yeah.
Do you B, take your work clothes off, then go to the restroom, then go put your comfy house clothes on? Or do you C, put your comfy house clothes on and then go to the restroom?
Oh man, I go straight to the restroom because I'm on a schedule.
Yeah?
There's something about when I get home, it's like my body's like, all right, bro, let's go.
Yeah, you exit the highway and it's on. The
Yeah.
2-minute warning has
There.
started.
Yeah, so yeah, I usually just go into it. Whatever I'm wearing, I'm getting in there.
Okay.
And then I get naked in my undies.
I am a in between. I'm B. I'm a take the clothes off, then go, then put on comfy clothes.
just fully nude.
I mean, not fully nude. Maybe I'll still just have my undies on. or something.
Underwear, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like a dad.
Yeah, but like I'm generally one of the most dressed up guys at work. I usually wear jeans and like loafer shoes and a button up. That seems really uncomfortable to go number 2 in. That seems like it gets hot in there.
Yeah.
It's just very cumbersome. So I'm a B. Clothes off, then go, then comfy clothes.
Pretty sure I'm a B as well, but I do go full naked.
You get full naked?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be changing into other clothes anyway, and generally I'm showering when I get home.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a shower after work kind of guy?
Listen, you people have
Bro.
brought all of the disgusting germs into this place. This is a new thing.
Is wild.
Everybody around here is going out to bars and drinking and having fun. I'm going to make sure my hands are cleaned off every time I touch a surface outside of my own little booth. And then when I get home, I'm going to wash down my whole body. Sorry, guys. You people are bringing stuff around, I think.
This is COVID Trey.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't shower when I get home.
The baby doesn't have an immune system, so I got to do something to make sure because if he gets some kind of disease, and
It's your fault?
I know it's my fault because Kara's not leaving the house, so I got to shower as soon as possible.
Tell JC what you ordered online.
What'd you get?
Well,
What'd you order?
so for her birthday, she didn't really want a whole big hoopla. She didn't want a specific gift or anything. So I was like, she has been mentioning that she really wants Lysol.
What?
So,
Nothing says romance.
Lysol?
I have scoured the internet to find her some Lysol to give her as a birthday present.
That is you guys are weird,
She's a
bro.
lucky, lucky lady.
But you found some?
I did.
Okay. Did you have to pay over?
No. It wasn't like a secondary market thing. It just, I think it'll take a couple extra days to get
Okay.
here.
That's impressive that you can actually find it.
Yeah.
Did you have to go to like an office, like buy in bulk kind of things? Because you can't find it just at Walmart.
They have it, like, I'm assuming that this online retailer will be reputable, right?
You
Who
would
knows?
think.
We'll
I don't
check,
know.
We'll check to see if my credit card has to go through a fraud protection program or not. I'll keep you posted.
And you think she's gonna be you think she'll be excited?
100%. Okay, so
Wow.
I had the idea the other day, and I was like, boy, I am going to go find this Lysol stuff because I know she has been begging for the disinfectant spray. Well, I got a beat on some
a beat.
I had a guy send a message, and I heard at Big Lots they had a case of this stuff.
Wow.
So I drive over there, no go. But right next door, there's a Target. Inside of Target, there are wipes. They're not Lysol wipes, but they're alcohol wipes. And I was like, you know what? I nailed it. I'm gonna bring these home, and she's gonna love it. And I walk in with a 500
Wow.
wipe tub of these things, and I hold them up, so proud. She was like, you were here when my dad brought us a giant tub of them last
Oh
week.
no, Trey.
Dang it.
They're going to be all
See?
dried out by the time you get around to them.
I don't know, dude. I still feel like the guy in me feels like this is a dude trap. Like she tells you, like, oh, I don't want anything, or Lysol. You might want to get her like something.
Well, I got her a very fancy push present, and she was like, "Just make this make this both."
It's too close. I got you.
I will say I love my wife Blair. We've been together now for more than half of our lives, which was a crazy hurdle to get to. We started dating when we were 15. She is not a fancy present person. She doesn't like necessarily me going out on a limb and taking a big risk on like a big gift. If I'm going to spend $200 on something, I really want to make sure she likes it.
Yeah.
And not have to go through the inconvenience of replacing it herself, taking it back to the store, exchanging it, or be stuck with something that's like monogrammed and she can't take it back. We're stuck with it. So she's always cool with like, I'll just go get whatever I want for my birthday, or whenever it's her birthday or anniversary. She doesn't want me to send flowers to her work.
She doesn't like that?
Nope. She would rather them be at home because she will enjoy them more. She comes home to fresh flowers rather than they're just on the back of her desk that she doesn't.
What's her
really
favorite
get a lot of
flower?
use of. The hydrangea.
Oh, good.
Is her
You
favorite
know.
flower. I know.
Good. Yeah.
And she also doesn't. She doesn't want me to go to the fancy flower boutique where if I was getting some 3 hydrangeas, it'd be $80 plus a vase. She just wants me to go to Whole Foods or Central Market. They have great flowers.
Oh, yeah.
And I get them
cheap.
there. It's like $20 for everything that she wants. It's perfect.
What's Carol's favorite flower, Trey? Oh, no.
I get her a stargazer lily.
But is that her favorite?
Yes.
Right now, her favorite is crisp linen Lysol.
Yes,
That's her
it is.
favorite
That's all
flower.
she wants.
Yeah, I'm sure she's told me she likes all of them that I get her.
All the
Because
flowers?
I get her a variety of flowers because she's unique herself and will blossom with each new day.
Nice spin.
Yeah, whatever.
You all the petals represent one thing you love about her.
Exactly.
On all dozen flowers. JC, what's Kinsey's favorite flower?
Stargazer.
I don't know what that looks
This
like.
sounds like you're just piggybacking off of me.
No, I'm telling you, it's you could call her right now on the phone and she'll answer it. I got it right one time. We did a couple's. Yeah, call her.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm texting my own wife.
Just make sure you were right.
I don't care what Kinsey likes.
Yeah. In fact, yeah, it was. I just randomly bought them. I don't know, a few years ago.
Hold on. Before we hit send on texting our wives, are they going to expect flowers today? I'm not trying to make an extra trip on the way home, guys. There is no special anniversary coming up. We're good.
No, we just got to do it.
But say, hey, we're playing a game on the podcast.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Yellow Rose.
Yellow Rose, you were way off.
Way off.
Doesn't that mean friendship?
Well, that she's just her favorite color is yellow. I know
She
favorite
friend zoned
color.
her husband. She's already friend zoned
Yeah,
him.
well.
Favorite flower? Question mark.
There we go. Sent mine in. Now I can also check where Kenzie's at because this will let me know if she's going to answer right away. Do you guys keep track on your wife?
On the location?
On the location? Is that on for you guys?
Absolutely not.
No, I kind of like to let her be an independent woman. Let
Yeah.
her do her own thing.
I'm not.
It's not about that.
She's not under martial law.
Wow, controlling husband over here.
Kenzie's the one that requested it.
You know, I can see, is it like a safety thing?
That's what, yeah, she said.
I get it.
Kenzie's the one, my wife is the girl that will say, hey, every time, by the way, there's a creepy guy at Target. Or there's a creepy guy at the grocery store. Or there's a creepy... She's always like... She's very aware of her surroundings.
It's her Kinsey sense.
It's her Kinsey sense. So she always finds somebody that weirds her out. So she wanted me to know where she's at just in case this ever does turn out to be a weird person.
I don't have to turn on location services for my wife because I just keep her chained to the stove. So.
Making your sandwich.
It's 15 feet from the stove to the bed, woman.
Now, I'll tell you this, though. When we do get in an argument, we get in a little couples fight, I'll turn off that location. I'll stop sharing.
Yeah.
I don't want you to know where I am.
I went for a walk, but I'm not going to let you know that I'm right down the street.
My wife texted me. I said, what's your favorite flower? She said hydrangea, which is what I said.
My wife's still at the gym. By the end of this podcast, I will give you the answer.
Hopefully we'll have an
But I
answer.
did say it was Stargazer. That's what I'm going in at.
Hey, how are your kids sleeping?
Better. They're definitely sleeping better.
Man, since the pandemic started, our kids really got off their sleep schedule.
Yeah.
And like my kid would fight going to sleep. He fights waking up in the morning, and it's been a little chaotic. I got to be honest.
Yeah, but if you want to get them back in a great sleeping pattern, could we suggest maybe Purple for you? Because they just launched a kid's mattress, a kid's Purple kid pillow. The mattress protector, because sometimes we pee in the bed, and that's totally fine. Everybody cool pees the bed.
Plus a sheet set in kid-friendly colors. So both kid mattresses both the Kid mattress and the Purple Kid pillow are made with softer, smaller version of Purple's innovative Comfort Grid to offer the best support for small sleepers.
From the mattress to the sheets, all Kids Purple products were designed to give kids the comfort and durability they deserve, with plenty of fun mixed in.
Look, we all know that if our kids are rested, it's going to make the day go a lot smoother.
Definitely.
So you want to pick up these Purple products for kids. They deserve the best. Your kids deserve Purple. So right now you can get 10% off any order of $200 or more. Just go to purple.com/daddies10 and use promo code daddies10.
That's purple.com/daddies10, promo code daddies10 for 10% off any order of $200 or more. Purple.com/daddies10, promo code daddies10, terms apply. And I know these mattresses look different, but they're so comfortable, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have kids that are in different stages of their life. JC, 8 and 6.
My 8 and 7, Chloe just had her birthday recently.
wow.
Yeah, they're right there, man.
And Nick, we've got
Davis
4?
is 4. Ellie's about to be 2.
Okay, and Quaid just turned 1 month old. Ooh. So what stage are they in right now, would you say? Like, my kid is in the sleeping all the time and wanting to eat.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, not much going on.
Breast milk, that's about it. We're looking for a smile every once in a while,
Yeah.
but it's not a very exciting stage. What stage is your kid in, Nick?
I would say Davis is definitely in the toddler phase. Well, I mean, when does toddler end? I mean, he's 4.
Yeah.
He's in the preschool age where he's kind of a terror a little bit. His emotions are everywhere. He's still trying to figure those out. And Ellie is definitely coming into her own. Like, she's kind of figured out, hey, I can run across the room if I want to, but she's still very needy. Yeah, and so she's getting independence, but still trying to hold on a little. Like, she has to be carried all the time.
Yeah, even though
And
she
it's
knows how to
all
walk.
the
frustrating,
time. Oh,
yes.
man.
And what about you, JC? Where's Kason and Chloe?
So they're in that stage where they're going to school, and you start realizing what's cool and what's not cool, and you
Oh.
try to fit in with the crowd. And more heartbreakingly enough, they're in that stage where they really seem to prefer wanting to hang out with friends over their parents.
Yeah.
So they're getting into that. Oh, I want to go to so and so's house. Oh, I want to go to a sleepover this weekend. And man, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking because I used to be number one. You know, mom and dad used to be number one. I can't wait for movie nights on Fridays, and now it's can I go to so and so's house? Can I go outside and play with so and so? They don't ask me to play with them anymore. It has been, as you can tell, I'm very emotional over it right now.
As it's so cute right now, as crazy as my son Davis is, he's 4, like I've said. He every now and then he'll say, "You're my best friend."
Aww.
Yeah.
And that's really, but I mean, he'll go and tell his mom, "You're my best friend."
Yeah.
He just says that to whoever he wants to play with.
Yeah.
But it's still very sweet.
So my son finally didn't name me as best friend. They asked him, who's your best friend? It used to be my dad, right? And I say he's my best friend. He said it was Micah.
Oh, Micah.
And Micah's a cool kid, but still, I got past.
I mean, I guess maybe we should go roll his house, go egg his cars.
I'm thinking about TPing it, but his dad's a cop, so I don't think we should do that.
Can't egg his dirt bike.
Nope.
Well, I was being told leading up to actually having the baby that, oh my gosh, are you nervous yet? Everybody was asking, are you nervous? What are you most worried about? And that was never really an issue. I know I can hold the baby and feed him a bottle and wake up in the middle of the night. That never made me nervous. But I started thinking about stages in life coming up. Mm-hmm. Because I've heard a few stories about the terrible 2s and 3-nagers that are coming up. And then I even go out even further to the point of popularity. And will Quaid have all the friends, or will he be a loner? And will he be made fun of? What will he have? So I have started to worry about stages down the road. And right now, staring me in the face, I feel like is 3-nager. Even though I got 2 years till it happens, 3 years till it happens. Are there any particular stages of life that you're worried about? I know JC's got the older kids, so you've got the big issues ahead of you. Do you have anything you're worried about?
Honestly, I'm really, really scared of the high school years.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about it, mostly because that is when they start driving, and they start hanging out with kids that may come up with ideas that are not so smart.
Yeah.
That's when my daughter's going to encounter her first maybe pushy boy, that's going to try to push the envelope. And I remember how I was at 16 and 17 and 18, and you're a horny teenager, and sometimes...
And you still have so many years left until that's a problem.
Yeah.
But it's already in your mind.
It's already in my mind because I'm just so scared. I wish I could keep my kids sheltered, and honestly, homeschooling sounds awesome.
Look, I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything, but think about your kids. You imagine them like getting hammered at a party right now,
yeah,
or like getting tempted with peer pressure to smoke some pot when they're in junior high or whatever it is.
Yeah. And it's like, am I teaching them the right way to cope with these things? Am I teaching them how to turn something down so that they don't get made fun of? Because I know that has a lot to do.
Right.
The high school years are scaring me a lot.
For me, I'm honest. I'm really scared about right now.
Yeah,
because I kind of hope I can give them the foundation of whatever that is.
Yeah,
to where when my kid goes to kindergarten next year at a school, he can make friends on his own, and he can play with the kid that no one's eating lunch with. And I want to am I doing that right now?
Right.
Because man, you can do a lot of damage to a kid unintentionally,
right?
When their brain's forming, and just am I on my phone too much? The answer is yes, 100% I am. And so every now and then I have to snap out of it. I should probably stop looking at TikTok, maybe turn the TV off because we've been looking at it for 2 hours, and go ride a bike around the neighborhood or something.
Right. Big time.
So that's what I'm worried about right now. Is just what we're doing now is the foundation good.
You're right, dude, because I'm still butthurt about a couple things that my mom did when I was a kid. To this day, I'm still butthurt about it. I remember it, and I know that was a little shift in our relationship, and I was the main one. I was 8 years old, and it completely changed my view on my mom. I can tell you that's when my brain clicked from, this is my mommy, to, ugh.
I'm also in a phase, it may have been up here at work, maybe been with you, Trey, or someone in the back, but we were talking about what was your first memory as a kid? And then I'm like, my kid's 4. He's already had his first memory.
For sure.
What is it going to be me when I was yelling at him for not getting ready for bed and not putting his pajamas on? I want to make sure his first memories are great. My first memory is watching Ninja Turtles, running down the hall and watching Ninja Turtles when the theme song came on.
That's pretty good.
Great memory. What's my kids? Me telling, get up, walk it off. Is that the best memory for him to have?
Have you asked him? Because I've done that. Because I'm freaked out. I'm freaked out that it's one of the fights that Kinsey and I had on the way to Six Flags, and we got into a couple's argument or whatever, and
sure,
it's stressful.
Big blow up in the front seat of the car.
So I'll randomly sometimes look at Kaysen and Chloe and go, hey, out of all the your whole life, what's the one thing that pops in your brain right now? And I'll ask them to say something. And most of the time they say something happy, so I feel good about that.
Good. Now, on the flip side, I normally am the negative guy. So I was asking, what stage are you worried about? But what stage are you excited about?
I would love, I don't have the energy for more kids, but I love having Christmas. I love the holidays. I would love 40 years from now, and my kids are married with kids. I have grandkids, and it's Christmas or Thanksgiving, and you have a full house.
Yeah.
The responsibility's not really there for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That to me is what sounds cool.
Are you picturing this being done at your house, or are you going somewhere?
Sure, it can be at anyone's. I would love to go to my my son's new apartment with his wife after they got married, and it's their first Christmas together. That sounds awesome. What's their dog look like? That's what I'm kind of looking forward to. That
very
kind of
nice.
Stuff. Yeah.
So you're looking for the when they're adults, so you can finally be.
What are they going to be? What are they going to be like? I'd love to see that.
I think I'm looking forward to, hopefully, sporting events. That's where I'm at right now. As a soccer, whenever they're all little
playing sports and
dummies
stuff,
just running around trying to kick a ball and have no idea what they're actually doing, through them learning games and actually being out on the field and having a strategy and listen to their coach and getting to practice with them out in the field, and maybe I'll be a coach.
Yeah,
hey,
dude, it's a lot of fun.
And then those are really the things that I'm looking forward to right now. And he may not like sports, which is also fine. I'll get into whatever he's into, but that's where my vision goes right now.
Now that my my sports days are over. Had to hang up my cleats a while ago, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As fun as it is as you grow up, you're laying in bed trying to sleep and you're daydreaming about scoring the winning touchdown, hitting the grand slam. How great that would feel when you're the player. How awesome would it feel if your kid was the one that scored the winning touchdown?
Pretty awesome.
If your kid hit the winning grand slam, that would be dope. Your daughter spikes the ball for a state championship in volleyball. How dope would that feel if you're that parent?
Honestly, I think it feels better than being the kid.
Yeah.
Because my kids are on that stage now, Trey.
Right.
And they're playing sports. And my daughter has discovered that she's actually a pretty good soccer player. And she scored 5 goals a couple weeks back. And I was so lit. I was just like, this is my daughter.
You actually throw your hat.
Oh, dude, it's like you want to tell everyone.
hat trick?
Yeah.
I literally wanted to tell everyone I saw that day, my daughter scored 5 goals. My daughter scored 5 goals. Like when I was a kid, I never went around going like, I scored 2 touchdowns. I never did that. But as a dad, I was telling everybody that was listening.
It is interesting that the pride level goes up. I normally am pretty self-deprecating, don't think I have much to offer, whatever, nobody wants to hear my story. But I'm walking through the pediatrician's office holding the kid. I'm like, you want to see him?
This is my
him.
kid.
This is him. Oh, look at it. You want to see him? He's new.
Now, Trey, you say you're the negative guy. I'm going to turn this whole sports idea around. What if you're the parent of the kid who's like super unsportsmanlike conduct the whole game, like face masking all game?
The dirty player.
Yes, the dirty player that's like throwing punches, the player that threw his bat at the umpire. Ooh.
The player
would suck.
Nobody wants on their team.
Yes.
Right? He might be decent athlete, but just a little too much to deal with. That's
Now,
tough.
I imagine most of those kids, their parents are very similar to those kids. I have a feeling, you know what I
I
mean?
picked it up somewhere.
But hopefully none of us raise children like that.
I don't think so. My son flexed on a kid one time on the football field, but the other kid apparently had been talking trash the whole game. So that's the one time I was like, yo, don't do that, because that's a little showy right there.
If you could pick one sport for your children to play, I know it's a controversial thing to be like football because CTE, and then which sport would you want them to play professionally?
Professionally?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, professionally,
If they could grow up and be the best of all time at that sport.
well, like baseball has the longest. Doesn't it have like the longest tenure, like the long.
Yeah.
You can play
You can
from
play
the youngest
forever.
to oldest.
It's pretty long, yeah.
But I'm going to say basketball because it's indoors and I don't want to be outside for any baseball games in August. Don't want to be outside for any football games.
I'd want my son to be the best ever football player. If that could be done, that'd be great. I just love it. That means I would be able to be on the field and see all the pro football players. That'd be my dream.
There would be at least 6 Super Bowls you go to.
Yeah.
You'd be behind him like when he's giving press conferences.
Yeah.
And he'd thank, I want to thank my dad for pushing me all those times, and then he'd pan over to me with the single tear coming down. Like, that'd be the best. And then my daughter, I would love for her to be the greatest soccer player, like Mia Hamm or Alex Morgan or something like that. Would be awesome for me.
It's another indoor sport. I'd like my daughter to play volleyball. But genuinely, I love watching volleyball.
Oh,
it's a fun
great.
sport. Just so you guys know, in high school, you had to have some PE credits.
Yeah.
My PE credit was not playing sports. It was being the manager of the volleyball team.
Oh,
The females?
Yeah,
the
females. So I
women?
got to hang out with the hot girls and like keep a scorebook.
Right.
That was it.
I'm not going to lie, Nick. I used to grab, I would get dressed for football practice in high school, and a couple of us, would put our football pants on. But then I would grab my helmet, my shoulder pads, my practice jersey, and my cleats, and we would walk out and go get ready watching the girls practice in the courts just because, man, A, they're crazy awesome athletes, and they wear some cool shorts.
Yes, very tight, cool
Very cool shorts.
Usually tall, athletic. So,
yeah.
hold on. We're talking about my daughter. Move on, everybody.
By the way, my wife text back.
Okay.
Her favorite flower? Stargazer.
Dang it.
Stargazer. Thank you.
Making up words over
I'm
here.
the bad husband on the show. Dang
No, you're good, buddy.
it.
So what? All these questions, Trey. What are you?
The sports.
Yeah.
I would like for my son to probably play golf and be the best golfer of
It's a good
all
sport.
time.
Yeah.
You make a ton of money. You're
Yeah.
clearly going to get the endorsements as well as winning like the $9 million purse. And I would get to travel around and see all these crazy golf courses, maybe get to caddy for him in like a pro-am. That would be really cool.
That's what I was going to say. You could be his caddy, period.
Yeah, well,
not even just a pro-am.
No, he needs somebody that's
Knows what they're doing.
Exactly. I'm going to hit the ball that way. That's what I do. I hit the ball towards that stick.
Yeah, but you're saying he's the best ever, so he doesn't need a caddy at that point.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And you know what we got coming up?
What?
The Masters
Uh-huh.
in
Oh, gosh.
November.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that possibly Bryson DeChambeau is going to make it happen this year. I think this is his time to win the Masters.
Why do you say that?
Well, so he has been the star of the PGA Tour this year. He was a skinny little kid, not unlike myself, and then over the break from the PGA Tour, he started drinking all this protein.
Smart man.
He is jacked to the gills. If you want to get lost in a wormhole, go watch this guy hit golf balls on YouTube. It's crazy. And so he's been drinking all these protein shakes on the course and in between his rounds and everything. And they just happen to be a part of our podcast this week. So I think I'm going to get jacked like Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah, you probably are going to get jacked like him. And a lot of people ask me, hey, how'd you get mass? Because when I got the job on the Kid Craddock Morning Show, I was 170 pounds. And a few years later, I got myself up to like 200 pounds. And it's literally eating and drinking protein shakes and the right ones. And Orgain can make that happen for you.
They're delicious. And thanks to Orgain, their sports plant-based powders can help get the most out of your workout and to help you feel your absolute best.
Yeah, for me, if I'm going to need a little extra boost during the day, if I want to start my workout, if I want to stay sharp throughout the day, I get my Sports Energy Powder from Orgain. It's packed with electrolytes and adaptogens for optimal performance no matter what I'm doing.
And I think we all do different workouts. Nick, you do Peloton?
I do a lot of spin classes.
It'll help you there. JC, I know you're lifting heavy weights.
I lift weights, yeah.
And I'm doing kettlebell workouts. Orgain works for all three of our needs.
And recovery is one of the most important things when it comes to working out. Orgain also has a sports recovery powder that maximizes restoration and it replenishes tired muscles with a unique blend of plant-based organic ingredients, including adaptogenic mushrooms to help reduce inflammation. Because I've heard mushrooms do help with that, by the way.
So thanks to Orgain, we finally found the best clean products to help keep us healthy and maximize our performance. And right now, you can save 20% off your very first order.
Plus, you can subscribe and save even more. Just go to tryorgain.com/daddies50. That's tryorgain.com/daddies50 for 20% off your first order plus extra savings when you subscribe.
Tryorgain.com/daddies50.
And we've been talking a lot about sports, with the questions, but I did have a moment last weekend that definitely scared me and almost made me think twice about at least letting my son play my favorite sport, and that's football. Are
we full on tackle right now with your kid?
Yeah, this is a second year of tackle,
Okay.
and I get this question a lot, as a dad. Hey, how do you feel about your son playing tackle football? And I'll answer this question by telling you that these kids are not very fast yet, and their hits are not very hard. They more than likely are going to run into each other and fall down. There's not much of contact when it comes to the head, but there's other body parts.
Trey, did you play football growing up?
I did up and through 8th grade.
Yeah, same with me.
Through 8th grade. So, and it gets a little hard hitting in middle school. That's when the real contact happens, and that's when you got to take a step back and see, is this sport for your kid? Is he willing to get out there? Is he doing it the right way? At this age, the hits aren't that hard, but accidents do happen, and we were playing a team, and we're towards the end of the game in the fourth quarter, and our running back had a sweep to the left, and he almost broke it for a touchdown, got tackled close to the goal line, and we're watching him, but I hear screaming to my right. And I look over and I see that the play's still kind of going on, but there's coaches running on the field from the other team, and they're running to one of their players that's on the ground who is writhing in pain. And normally you don't do this. You let the play finish, and then you take care of your hurt kid. They get hurt sometimes. They'll bang their elbow, whatever, funny bone.
Yeah.
But this was different. Just the way they reacted, they looked scared. So I walked out there along with another one of our coaches, our head coach, and as we approached, this little boy is on his back, grabbing his shoulder pads, at the chest, and you could see his helmet was already off. He took it off, and you could see tears forming, but he's not crying and he's not screaming. He's actually very calm. So I said, okay, everything might be okay. And as I got closer, I noticed one of the coaches was holding his leg, but covered it up with a towel. And so I looked at the coach and I said, I mouthed, what happened? And he mouthed back, he broke his leg. And I said, and I mouthed back, bad? And he said, and he just shook his head, yes. So at this time, I'm now by the kid, and so is the other coach, and we're surrounding him, and the kid's dad has already come down on the field. And the little boy starts going, is my season over? Is my season over? Am I
This
done?
kid already worrying about his season.
He's worrying about his season and playing. He goes out. He's talking about, I don't want to let my team down, and he's talking about that. And so I kneeled down next to him. I said, "Yeah, buddy." It's because nobody was talking. So I said, "Yeah, your season's over, my friend. But here's the thing: you're gonna heal, and it's gonna heal stronger than it was before. And there's only 2 games left in the season, so you'll be back next season. You'll be stronger than ever." And he goes, "Okay." And then I stand back up, and I ask the guy to show me. Take the lap. He takes the towel off. It's a bad break.
Has it broken through the skin?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Thank God that didn't happen. But it was a bad break. And at this point, he now is looking up and he sees his dad out of the corner of his eye, and he goes, "Dad, did I do good? Did I play good? Are you proud?" And his dad is, I'm welling up. His dad, I think, was welling up. He's already, his son got really hurt. And he goes, "Yes, son, I'm proud of you. You did really well." And he goes, Okay. Not one scream. Didn't shed a tear, just took it like a champion. Well, I thought to myself, I'm like, damn, this kid has got to be the toughest kid I've ever seen in my life, because this was a bad break. I would have probably been laying out there for a good solid 20 minutes crying.
Yeah.
So how'd they get him off the field? Was it a stretcher?
We had to call an ambulance, and we had to lift him off, and then the ambulance took care of the rest. They put him in there, and I'm sure they reset it. I didn't get his name. All these things happen so fast, and we talked to the rest. We called the game, but it put me in this weird funk, because obviously you start thinking, what if that was my kid?
Yeah.
What if that injury? What if I told this kid you'll be back next year, but what if he can't? What if the break is bad enough to where, I don't know? It just scared me so much, because I had never seen an injury like that in person.
So what? I mean, you're only coming off this a few days. I mean, did it really make you reconsider having Kaysen in a contact sport?
I've been asking him questions, like, how do you feel about what happened on Saturday? And kids are weird, man, because they move on so fast.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, I'm good. But so he's not thinking about what happened. They moved on, but I am. I can't stop thinking. And there was a couple kids that heard it, and so I wonder how they're going to react when they show back up on the field, because it does take a toll on your mental.
Right.
Yeah, and then once it gets up into high school and stuff, that's when once a week there's a story about some kid from some state who gets paralyzed, breaks a bone, dies from playing sports,
I was that kid that I had my jersey cut off. I was unconscious for a few minutes, and my mom had to be down there, and I couldn't feel my legs. And so that happened to me. But again, I'm one out of thousands of kids that played in that high school program, and that hadn't ever happened in my school. I was the unlucky one that happened to.
Did it take any convincing for Kinsey to let him play?
Not really. Not really. I think once she saw the first practice, I made her come out to the first couple practices when we were tackling, and she saw it's not that crazy.
Not too crazy.
She was okay with it, and it eased her quite a bit.
Now, I have a sports story from when I played in elementary school. It's not an injury story. You got to worry about injuries.
Yeah.
But I never thought I had to worry about a coach. So,
these guys are out there.
Dude, we had a coach. I'm not going to say any names, but we had a coach who's a bit of a hothead. And we had this one kid.
Is this the guy that gave you the nickname?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, he's talking about my baseball coach, one of my favorite guys ever. His name's Coach Tim. Coach Tim my name is Nick, and he said my name plus ER.
Too close, Coach.
Too close. So he would yell, Nick,
Yeah.
And he would say that a lot, like during games. And it got to the point where he genuinely did not know
that it was
what
close.
he was saying.
Yeah.
He is in an interracial relationship. I really think it was over his head.
Right.
And so that was a little
Totally
embarrassing.
innocent, but it's hilarious to me.
So no, this is on a football team, and we had one player who would always get us penalties for holding. That was his issue. He could not stop holding. We would always get flags.
Okay.
We were at practice one day. He was caught holding again. Coach blew a whistle. I'm on the sidelines because that's usually where I stood.
That's
and so I'm on the sidelines. Trey, you and me were 5-6 feet apart. I am right by this kid who's always holding. One of our coaches, the hothead, comes up and says, "We've told you not," and I think he said a cuss word. I don't really remember, but we've told you to stop holding. He grabs the kid by his shoulder pads, on his chest. He lifts him off the ground and throws him 4 feet or something.
These are middle school. You're in middle school at this
I was in
point.
elementary school.
Elementary school.
4th, 5th grade. I don't know.
Whoop that coach's ass.
And dude, there were parents there.
Yeah.
There was like not a huge scuffle, but like the other coaches were stepping in and, he was thrown off. I don't know, really remember how that resolved with the parents, but that was a hot topic at school for the next several weeks.
And the fact that he was an adult man doing that to an elementary school kid, he's lucky he didn't get his butt kicked.
I was terrified.
Right.
Like I was 4 feet away from this. It was horrifying to see this.
So did they send you in as a replacement player?
No, they still picked the other guy. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was busy filling up the water coolers with hose water.
Boy, getting your practice for the volleyball team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hose water and powdered Gatorade mix. Throw that in there.
We did have a dad and a fan yelling at each other a couple games back. One of our coaches. Yeah. And it was on a bad mark, and he started yelling from the stands. It was one of the parents or something, and one of our coaches turned around and he goes, "Shut up! We got this!" And then the person goes, "No, you don't!" And then they start going back and forth. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is not good." So I'm like, "Yo, chill." And he goes, "It's all good. That's my father-in-law."
My dad was the angry dad in the stands.
Oh, really?
Not for my games.
Yeah.
For my brother's games, who was a lot better and his teams were better, for sure. My dad got kicked out of a few baseball games.
Really?
Because my dad was the guy yelling. Dude, it was so embarrassing. And he was the coach for a lot of times, so he'd have to leave the dugout and go sit in the car for 5 more innings. It was, and I'm sitting there I just got a snow cone from the concession stand watching all this happen. It's so awful. So embarrassing.
What was the car ride home like after he'd get kicked
I
out?
don't know.
Was he
He's
still
just
furious? Or
I'm
was he
sure.
calmed down?
I all the above.
As a dad, you
Every
gotta act like you didn't do anything wrong. Be like, "Hey, good game, good game."
Yeah,
play
and
good.
plus if it's a game that you had to drive 2 hours to.
Oh no,
It's not like he can go home and come back and pick us up at the end of the game. He's got to sit there. Bad.
so funny.
So do you think y'all will be the angry dads?
No,
Is that going to be you, Trey? It'll be if Trey's
worry.
coaching. It'll be him.
I worry that it will be me. I don't hold my tongue very well, and
Open your eyes, Blue.
yeah, but we'll see. I'm trying to work on it.
Yeah,
Trying to
you'll be
calm.
fine. You guys thought I was going to be the angry dad, and I've only almost gotten kicked out of one football game.
Get off your knees. You're blowing it.
Not too bad.
Stuff like that, Jarver.
Oh, all right.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of The Chatty Daddies.
Don't forget, click subscribe where you get your podcasts.
And drop us a 5-star rating. We haven't been in the top 200 on Kids and Family in
gotta
weeks,
get
so
back
we
up
got to
there.
get some good reviews in
You got to
there.
get off your knees, listeners.
Come on now.
The Chatty Daddies Podcast.